Hello, I'm ND War, and this is Kerbal Space Program, and this is... I'm not quite sure. I think I'm actually going to make it into orbit. Now, I didn't think to start recording. I was going to start recording today. We've got like 2 minutes before I hit the apoapsis. There we go. Height. And basically one of the missions I had was try and test this piece we had. So I built a rocket to get me up to the altitude, tested the piece, I've passed the mission. Yeah. And I've still got an entire terrier full of fuel. And I've got a funny feeling I am going to make it into orbit. And I didn't mean to. So, yes, let's see if I can get into orbit. Because that's just something you should do. Once I hit the apoapsis, I'll fire up the fire on the throttle. There we go. We've got like a minute left to go. Now, it's been a while since I played this game. So. In fact, when this game's out, I should be at the Good Food Show. Haha! Getting drunk on honeycomb vodka and other delicious treats. Gonna just time warp that a little bit. Got my finger on X. And slow that back down. T-minus 9 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire! Ah! There we go. I hadn't hit space. So now we'll look at the periapsis and look liquid fuel, because I need to leave some fuel in the tank to get back to Earth. I also need to keep an eye on my electrical supply. So these are the numbers up here that I'm looking at. And I need to get that periapsis the same as that apoapsis, and I might not do it, and if I don't do it then this recording will just go in the bin. I just got that feeling. So yes, you've not seen the rocket design. I will show you once I've landed again. I was just basically trying to get some more money for general, gameplay. We could actually play the game. So I've gone past the apoapsis, see. Now we need to start pulling up to fight the force of gravity. I'm not going to do it, am I? Oh well. Nearly did it. It would have been cool if I had. Well, I'm fighting now gravity and trying to get that edge. It's just not going to work. Yeah, I'm going to have to go to a 45-degree angle now to stop myself from falling back to the planet. It's just not going to work. But we may land on land, so that's something. I honestly, hand on heart, thought we was going to make it this time. Now I'm just bending so much trying to keep myself floating that there's no way the periapsis is going to straighten out. It wasn't even supposed to get me into orbit. That is the very, very first thing I'll say. It was never supposed to get me into orbit. I would just... Oh! I was going to hit some remarkable number though. It's just one of them things. I cut the engine there. I'm going to try and land here. Actually, I'm going to turn the engine back on. Can we have the engine back on, please? Turn the engine back on, because all of that's land. I'll land somewhere out there. Now I'll turn it off. I don't think I'm going to make it. I might. Badge. Back down. Look at my apoapsis. Yeah, we're in orbit. I'm in orbit. I did it. Right. I got another mission where I've got to be in orbit as well. Orbit Kerbal. Beautiful. It's not the best orbit in the world. And my periapsis will bring me back down to Earth. But yeah, I'm officially in orbit. I did it in a ship I wasn't supposed to even be able to do it in. That is so awesome. Right. Now I've got to remember which ways. Yeah. When I hit apoapsis, I want to do another burn to get my periapsis up. So, got 13 minutes. There we go. Oh, science. We have science. I moved the science thing up here. Crew report. Keep that. EVA report. EVA report. Keep that. Get back in the ship, thank you. Material study. Keep that. Keep that. Lovely, lovely data. Okay. Can I unlock you? Drag you there. Lock you there. Keep you, because electrical charge is kind of important. Turn that back on. That's what I'm aiming for. Not lost a Kerbal yet. Turn that off. Keep the electrical charge. Don't have a lot of fuel left, so I'm thinking I might go for a bit of a landing now. Now that I've got these science. Although I wouldn't mind actually completing an orbit. I'm going to complete an orbit. I want to get into a stable orbit. Right. SAS. Got 3 minutes to straighten up my orbit, so we'll keep floating a bit. Right, 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and fire. And kill. That should get me into a stable orbit. Got quite a bit of liquid fuel left. I'm doing okay. We'll just let him complete an orbit. We're back at the periapsis. We'll spin the ship around. Still here. Don't have a lot of electrical charge left, so slow down. We'll burn the rest of the fuel off for this slowdown, I think. Oh, you know, till about there. Right, so we've got a bit of liquid fuel left. There's the planet. Now if I spin around one more time. If I just separate that. And carry on spinning. and then tell it to stop there. Bye bye, piece of rocket, wherever you've gone. Bye bye. And now I've got to land. Yeah. So I've got 16 minutes before I start, periapsing, but if I turn on the time warp, it will slow me down. Start again. I don't like this. Can we burn the ship up, please? I've got a pilot in here. There should be some setting here to tell it to lock on to something like this. That's kind of annoying me. On the other hand, I think that would defeat some of the purpose of the game. I'm gonna turn SAS off. I'm gonna get to 10 speed. So yeah, made it into orbit, and I didn't even mean to. And I will show you the rocket that got me there. There we go. So we're entering the orbit. Can we have SAS back on, please? Because I kind of suck at this bit. I suppose that's what the pilot's doing, is the SAS bit. Not bad considering I only meant to test out a booster engine at a certain altitude. Although it does give me some kind of ideas now on how much thrust to weight and everything else, and I do know the Terrier can stabilize my orbit, so I might look at trying to get an unmanned satellite, depends if I've unlocked solar panels or not, to start scanning this planet. That'd be cool. So here we go. SAS helping me out a lot with my correction. May have come in at a bit of a steep angle. No, 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 straighten up. Straighten up. Come on. Come on. Look at my electrical charge. This is just how much I'm trying to fight this here. I'll look at my heat shield. My heat shield's taking a bit of a pummeling as well. So we're through the atmosphere. Ah. Tiny little bit of electrical charge left. We're coming in on the dark side of the planet. I can't even see anything. I know I've just had a look over my recording. Can't see a damn thing. So, after this recording, I know there's another thing that will illuminate the planets a bit more. Because I can't see a damn thing either. But yeah, so I'll go and install that mod. First, let's just try and finish up this episode first before I start messing around with mods. Right, release the parachute. You'd like to get me facing the right way. Release the landing gears, which are still glowing red hot. Still no experiments available, not that I've seen anyhow. We're landing above grasslands, so I think I've already got the data for that one. Graphical bugs. Not that I'm complaining, I mean I've got the physics down to something of a bit of a T. Yep, we've landed. And there's no experiments available. Can you do Yep, still no experiments available. And I'm not leaving the ship out here, so cover the vessel. Oh wow. So yeah, made it to orbit. I can't believe I've done that. When I saw my apoapsis, I just kind of jumped at it. It's like, yeah, okay, I've made it. All that juicy science. Advanced to level 1. Yeah. So we'll go into the this place. And this is the ship I got into orbit with. It's not my finest ship, not by far. I was only supposed to be testing this thumper. But what happened was, I launched these, and these took heat damage. That's just how fast I was going while in atmosphere. I got to the 17,000, I think I got to about, it was supposed to be between 170 and 270 kilometers before I could fire the thumper. And I got to about 250 before these burnt out. Fired the thumper, detached these more or less ASAP, corrected my course, and before I knew it, I had to start recording because, you know, I wanted to catch this. And there we go, the rest is history. I made it into orbit, got loads and loads of nice money, and that is what got me into orbit. In total, about 3,000 thrust. But the bit that got me actually into the orbit, about 2,500 thrust at delta V. I want to keep my thrust to where, I mean, that is too high. That is about spot on, because this was just kind of I was bending up in atmosphere too much. I want to keep that a little bit lower, but that is spot on. Then of course this doesn't matter because I'm in space. Higher would be better, but it really doesn't matter. I've got to remember them values from now on. We're gonna exit out of here. I want to see what Jebediah, our pilot. Let's see what he gets for. Oh, wrong one. He wants it. So he's now got a star. Oh, he's got prograde and retrograde hold. He's done 2 orbits around Kerbal. So she's got stability assist, which I assume is the SRS. Equal amount of courage and stupidity. Lovely. I should send a scientist in there. And we've got loads and loads of applicants here. But the next high is 65.5 grand, so I can't lose that many people. Whoops, wrong button. Yeah, I don't know what to do now. I can't believe I made it into orbit. Oh yeah, I upgraded the astronaut complex to level 2 so I can do EVAs out in space and whatnot. Don't want to upgrade you on the win. Let's have a look. Got more test. Got the FUD to test. We'll take that one, thank you. Visual service, very equal to Destiny. So what do we have to do? See, that sounds like a hassle. That sounds like a plane. I'm going to need a plane for that one, and this one. And a plane for that one as well, which I can't be bothered to do. Take all the tests. Don't mind doing tests. Because I don't have an active plane. I can't even get the bloody planes to work properly. I'm not too far off, but... And next is R&D, which is this building. It's been a while since I played, so if I'm on my other buildings, I would do apologise. Now, propulsion systems. This one that gives me the Rocco Max. What's up, Ben? Is it the Rocco Max? Like that. Advanced rocket. Yeah, Rocco Max. It's this one I need. However, I am all landing gear, landing struts. Which one was it? Electrics. Oh yeah, do I already have a solar panel? Oh. Oh yeah, electrics. So I could do with getting some electrics, which is also 90. So I can launch some satellites. However, I think this one's going to be the most important one, just so I've got the bigger engines to try and get me into space. Research that, and I don't have enough for that one. I really wish I hadn't bothered with aviation, because it's not needed for anything down, you know, the space route, which is what I'm taking. But wish I could get the a refund on this one. Although it did give me these wheels, so that gave me a bit more science. But I don't think it gave me enough science to justify getting it to begin with. So not too happy about that. That's going to be fun. So, yeah, we'll close that. Test landing pad. This is the space tracker. Got no tracked objects. Yeah. And when I'm in this one. Off position. Off position. I've got a flag planted. Island somewhere. Yeah, that's right. That sounds about right. I should have really landed my Kerbal and just gone into here to recover the vehicle, but I forgot. I could easily recover vehicles. Oh! I don't want to go to the launch pad, I want to go to the builder. And let's just check out these next lot of missions then. I'm sorry that, you know, I started off all this hurrah and excitement. It's not even a nice ship. Look at it. That is not a nice ship. But it got me into space. Although, you know, a bit rough. Yeah, I had fun with that one. Thank you for watching, guys. Even though you didn't see the build this thing. Right, so we'll get rid of that. We've still got the Terrier engine here. I do need to test the Rocco Max. Put that there. While I'm in orbit, and I've got a funny feeling I'm going to get back into orbit now. Rocco Max brand decoupler. See, that will decouple while I'm in orbit. No, you know what? Put that back there. Right. Get rid of this stack decoupler here. Brand adapter. That just looks so out of place. But if I do it the other way around, this isn't going to come off with that. Although, could you delete that? Get rid of that. Yeah, delete that then. Bye. Take you off as well. Stick the Rocco Max brand adapter on there. Yeah, that's just not going to work, is it? Utility. I've got to test that in space. Although, HUD, hammer, launch system, all landing gear, orbiting Kerbal. While I'm orbiting Kerbal, I've got to test that. But I've only got a part limit of 30, so that's not happening. No science, I want control. No. Not command and control, it's not fuel tanks. Oh, it's in aerodynamics. Yeah, I don't have a bigger heat shield, so excuse me. Pick up some horrible. Right, so yeah, we'll keep it with the Terrier. Or do we? I mean, technically this does work. I don't quite like it. It doesn't look like it should work, but technically it works. So why not just keep it like that? Structural large. No, we want fuel tanks. So we've got 16, 32, or an 8. That's interesting. Go with the 32. How much does that have? Liquid fuel 144. But you know, I've got one part has literally just like triple, quadruple, 10 times the amount of fuel I've got. That's 1/800. That's yeah, like eight times the amount of fuel I've got. These guys want skipper. Are you gimbaled? They're gimbaled. Or poodle. $60. This one looks like it'll be good in atmosphere. This one looks like it'll be good out of atmosphere. Liquid fuel, oxidizer. This one takes up less oxidizer. Yeah, this one seems like it might be better in the vacuum, and hopefully I'll be in the vacuum by the time I get there. I mean, that's got more thrust when I'm in the vacuum. The ISP is lower. And of course, I think the mass is lower, yeah. Mass is like half the size. But we'll go with the poodle. Then we want more structural. And we want Rocco Max and decoupler. And that's going to be the top part of my science notes from now on. Oh, that looks ridiculous. We need to start on the extra. Didn't I unlock some command mod? No. What we'll do is we'll just apply the parachute anyhow. No, I need the bigger. Oh, if it, you know, does activate at the correct time. Well, it's there anyhow, so like that there. They can be linked together. Got a funny feeling that's what I did wrong on my last one. That is not a small landing gear. And that is also for a plane. I'm gonna have to build a plane for that. That's not actually how I envisaged it. Yeah, we'll just leave that for now. We're coming to the end of the episode, so you're not going to see me finish building this thing, I suppose. Ooh, itchy nose. Let's start at the bottom and work our way up. So we've got the rock on max just everywhere now. We've got the parachute on. We're not doing the launch system. Hammer and FUD liquid fuel engine. Oh no, FUD is the liquid fuel engine, which would be skipper. FUD. Oh, I thought I'd already done that one. That can be landed, and then hammer solid fuel. The hammer is this one. You're taking the pick, right? Okay, so next episode, got to try and test them both out. This will be a bit of a battery recording because I'm having quite a bit of fun with this, so do apologise. Thank you for watching. I've been Andy War, this has been Kerbal Space Program, and I'm ready into orbit. Do a little dance!